Then there was all of these rumors about who's with who got back together, where did these couples stand? Everyone has opinions. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys already know why we are here. We are here to talk about Love is Blind Season 2 because that is the only thing I can think about or talk about right now. I do want to say we are praying for the people in Ukraine though, so that is very important and I want to put it out there. I really think it's important that we stop with the war and the nonsense and the fighting. My heart and prayers go out to the people in Ukraine who are struggling right now. However, this is a reality TV account, so of course we're going to continue to gossip and talk about Love is Blind, but I wanted to make that a point at the beginning of the video. And if you guys are new here to my channel, I am Zachary Reality, a TV host, entertainment expert, reality TV connoisseur, and officially a Love is Blind stan because I cannot get enough of all of the drama and everything. So we have a lot to talk about today, a lot to get into. Before we do that, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't or if you are new here. We just hit monetization status on YouTube over the weekend, which is so exciting because I have been working on my YouTube channel for so many years, but especially the last year, I've made a real effort to grow this channel and get as many videos up as possible. And now that we're monetized, and now that I have some new subscribers, I plan on doing videos 1 to 2 times a week. So be sure to subscribe and let's get to 2,000 subscribers. I feel like we can do it by the end of the week. So I really need your guys' help here. Let's just get right into Love is Blind because the finale was last Friday. I was away over the weekend in San Diego, so I was posting my TikToks in the hotel, in the car. I was just trying to do everything I could to keep you guys up to date with all of the Love is Blind drama. All of these rumors about who's with who got back together, where did these couples stand? Everyone has opinions. Everybody wants to know the answers. So I'm gonna get into some spoilers and some tea that I know that I have from the DMs. We're gonna go over each couple, and we know that the reunion is Friday, March 4th. So we'll be back on YouTube later this week to discuss the reunion. But right now we can only discuss what we know and what we are going to assume and predict. And I also met Danielle and Nick a couple of weeks ago in Hollywood. A lot of people were asking me like, what was they like? What was it? How did you meet them? Were they together? And I didn't want to say anything because it was before the finale, so I'm going to shed a little bit of light on that in just a few minutes. If you did not watch the finale, a quick little recap is that Nick and Danielle tied the knot, which I think I knew was coming since I met them a few days before, and I definitely feel like they work well together. I think that they are in it, and I think they have a lot in common, and they deserve each other. I feel like they really are a good couple. I know a lot of people think they're a little toxic. I think that they're really good together and that they work. So I'm here for them. I'm very much here for them. I guess I'll just talk about meeting them since we brought them up. So I ran into Nick and Danielle at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood a couple of weeks ago. This was about a week before the finale. You know, it was just like a big deal seeing them because the episodes didn't air yet, so we didn't know what happened. My friend called me and was like, they're at the bar, go say hi. So I went to go introduce myself to them, and I told them, you know, what I do on TikTok. I made it very clear, like, I am a tea spiller, so FYI. I didn't know I was gonna be doing like all of this Love is Blind coverage when I met them, but here we are now a week later, and I mean, let me tell you, they are very nice people. They're very cool. I liked them a lot. They were very paranoid because I think that they didn't want to, you know, get seen, and they didn't want, you know, any spoilers getting out there. They're very, you know, strict under the Netflix contract, so I think that they were really trying to keep a low profile, and we respected that, me and my friends who met them and took a couple shots with them. They're very nice people. I really liked them, but they were totally freaking out, and they were very paranoid and just very anxious, and I think they were just getting used to people kind of taking pictures of them and coming up to them, and just like the whole celebrity world, because Love is Blind is just so poppin' right now. I mean, this show is just so relevant in pop culture, and everyone is just talking about it like constantly, and it really just kind of came out of nowhere because the first couple of episodes or weeks were a little slow, and now with Love is Blind, it's just like that's all we could talk about. So I really liked Nick and Danielle. I think that they are going to last, and I wish them the best. I really do. I think they're cool people, and I'm here for them. So they, you know, got married, and it seems like they're still together, obviously, and I can't wait wait to see what their updates are on the reunion. They did say that the reason they were in LA a couple weeks ago is because they were doing press, they were doing interviews, the whole cast was there doing interviews. I'm not sure if they just filmed the Love is Blind reunion 2 weeks ago or if they filmed it a few weeks ago, but I wouldn't be surprised if they filmed it while the whole cast was in LA, because the episodes just came out and you kind of need to film a reunion after episodes come out so that everyone can see what each other said about each other in the interviews and in the confessional bites. So I'm actually like pretty confident that the reason they were in Hollywood, yes, to film, you know, PR stuff and interviews, but also the Love is Blind reunion might have just been filmed a few weeks ago, so who knows. After Nick and Danielle, I think the next wedding was Deepti and Shake, I believe. An Indian wedding, oh my god, so beautiful. I would love to go to an Indian wedding one day. It just seems like the coolest thing literally ever. I love the culture, I love the food, it just seems like a huge hurrah. Now obviously Shake has been a huge jerk this whole season, so I am so glad that Deepti said no to him at the altar. I was flabbergasted, I was shocked, I didn't know, because it seemed like Shake was gonna be the one to call it off since he made so many comments about Deepti's like look and just the fact that he wasn't attracted to her the whole season, but you know, he ultimately wanted to go through with it. I don't even know what Shake was up to. He really ended up being the major villain of the season, and word on the street is that no one from the cast likes him and that he got a better edit than he actually was. So that's really unfortunate to hear. I mean, he definitely doesn't give any Fs. He just posted to his Instagram something about the fact that he, you know, is just so real or something like that. We're gonna read the captions and everything that just went down because Deepti's sisters also put out joint Instagram caption together, and I am so shook right now. I'm gonna read it to you guys and then I want to hear what you guys think and I'll tell you what I think. So Deepti's sisters posted this and then Deepti put it back on her Instagram story. They said, "Ooh, what a roller coaster of a season. Deepti, we are so incredibly proud of you. We witnessed you grow into such an incredible and beautiful woman. You've inspired so many people to realize their self-worth and demand what they deserve for nothing less. We wish you didn't pick that clown, but despite his childishness, you carried yourself with grace and continued to see the good in people. We're so damn proud to call you our baby sister, and we know that we're there for you always. Thank you everyone for the incredible support." Normally, this is where it gets interesting, guys. Normally, I don't get involved in drama, but I'ma defend my sister here. Shake, bruh, you're a loser. You minimized my sister's life by making some awful and cringeworthy comments about her. You made these statements knowing your mom would one day watch it. My parents' entire family had to sit through you talking behind my sister's back about insecurities she fought for her entire life. Despite your comments on and off camera about her body, she continued to only ever be supportive of you, despite your best efforts to convince her through your BS that's the person she is. In spite of your best efforts to pretend this was all fictional and it was because of the edit, no one forced you to say those words. We welcomed you into our house and you saw it as an opportunity for clout. So forgive me if I'm not sympathetic towards you and the hate you are receiving. Good luck with the rest of your life and stay the F away from my sister." I love this. Iconic. I love that the sisters supported themselves, and it's so true though, because Deepti has not really said anything bad about Shake when she could easily do that. Maybe, you know, she'll probably tell him off at the reunion, which we'll see on Friday. I still feel like Deepti has really held herself to the highest of standards, and I love Deepti. I think she's such a queen, and I love her supportive sisters. Now, Shake also posted on his Instagram very shortly after this statement, which I guess was a direct response to the sisters' statement. He says, "I'm not perfect, but I'm real." And then on his Instagram story, he wrote, "Something I gotta get off of my chest, but I gotta wait until after the reunion episode drops on Friday." And I mean, he also is just kind of begging for followers here, which, I mean, I don't blame him. Follow me, guys. Follow me on Instagram. We all want followers. So, I mean, the reunion with them is going to be really messy, and I cannot wait to hear. I just can't wait to see what goes down. I think Shake is definitely going to be put in his place. I hope that he apologizes, and I hope that what he wants to say on Friday is something valuable and something, you know, awesome, like that will make us, you know, kind of understand. I mean, you can't take back those comments. He said so many negative and nasty and just like very, you know, just not cool things to Deepti. I didn't like the way he treated her. Maybe he'll redeem himself. Maybe he won't. Either way, he is definitely one of the biggest reality TV villains of the year. So that's just the current status. There are rumors that Deepti got back together with, or not got back together, that she, you know, is now with Sal because she posted that picture with Sal. Their heads were really close together. It was unshakable, which was another direct insult or, you know, little dig at Shake. But then also there's so many people saying that Deepti and Kyle are now together, which kind of came out of nowhere since Kyle was the guy that got dumped by Shayna after she was over him. So I don't know how Kyle and Deepti found their way back to each other, but that's what everyone is saying right now, that they even confirmed it to people in Chicago. So I mean, we'll have to, I guess, see till Friday. I'm kind of here for Kyle and Deepti. I think it's kind of random because I was more here for Deepti and Sal. I mean, whatever makes people happy. If they're a happy couple and it's healthy, then good for them. The next couple we need to talk about is Natalie and Shane. Okay, I mean, Natalie was my favorite throughout the season. Out of the whole cast, Natalie was my favorite. I feel like she was the queen of the show. She was the star of the show. Her roller coaster relationship with Shane was very toxic. You could tell that the two of them loved each other so much throughout the season, but they could not stop arguing. And that's just kind of like an unhealthy relationship that would have exploded later on in real life if they ended up getting married. Natalie ended up calling off of the wedding from Shane. I was literally screaming. I was just screaming. Like, I truly was just so like shocked and like, wait, what? I loved Natalie's dad. I felt like he was so supportive. I mean, Natalie's whole family was very supportive. Absolutely insane the way things ended between them two. I didn't like Shane's immaturity throughout the season. I felt like he was just very full of himself. He was very, derogatory at times. Natalie definitely kind of fed into his toxic behavior, and obviously a relationship takes two to tango. The two of them they just felt very toxic. So Natalie ended up breaking up with Shane, and it seems like the door is kind of open because Natalie said that she's open to dating him and getting to know him better, but then Shane also said that he was just so blindsided and that he's never gonna forgive her. But then things have changed because, first of all, Shane did post on his Instagram, and I'm gonna pull it up right now for you guys and read the recent caption. He said, "Natalie Lee, where do I start? This journey with you will be something I'll never forget. It was easily the best time of my life, and I would do it all over again knowing I get to spend more time with you. From our first date eating In-N-Out, you got both milkshakes to walk around the park. You are the most beautiful soul. You really brought out the best in me as a man. As a man watching our story over again, I'm remorseful for my actions, and all I can do is learn from them to be a better man. I'm proud of being vulnerable and being as genuine as possible. I don't know what's next for us, but I do know that I will never stop loving you. To put some rumors to rest, Shayna and I are cordial and have hung out in group gatherings with the cast with Natalie, but we have never will have a romantic relationship. I wish her the best." Because there was so many rumors that Shayna and Shane were gonna get back together. I thought that they were gonna get back together. A lot of the internet thought they were going to get back together. That does not seem to be the case. They're not getting back together, as Shane says. Are Natalie and Shane getting back together? I don't know. One of my followers sent me a picture of them at the same bar, the same time. It looks like they were spotted together last week in Chicago, hanging out on a date, just the two of them. And it also kind of sounds like the door is not officially closed from this Instagram caption, which Natalie did comment on it, saying, "You are a better man with a heart," and then she reposted his post to her story with another heart. So the two of them are definitely on good terms. They're on speaking terms. They may be together. We'll find out at the reunion. Natalie is not with anyone else from the show. That's definitely not the case, but I think it's possible that she's with Shane. I don't want them to be together. I mean, I kind of do, because I live for the drama, and I also genuinely want, I don't know, there was something about them that was a really compelling couple and very interesting. So maybe if they could grow together, I wouldn't be opposed to them being together, but I also do feel like Natalie deserves better. So I cannot wait to see what happens with the reunion. And as far as Shayna, she really got villainized this season. She made a lot of mistakes this season. She owned it. I watched a few interviews that she did with Entertainment Tonight and another news outlet, and I actually really like Shayna. I feel like she is very mature and she's very grown, and I just feel like, yes, on the show she was immature and it seemed like she was trying to break up Natalie and Shane, but at the end of the day, watching her post interviews from the show, it seems like Shayna has learned a lot from this experience. And I mean, I'm kind of here for Shayna, and I mean, I feel like it is what it is, and let's not give Shayna too much crap, guys, because I do think she is a good person at the end of the day. I'm curious who that guy is that she has back in Chicago for Natalie, if she ever tried to set them up, so I hope that gets addressed at the reunion. In regards to the next couple, Mallory and Sal, I feel like they were probably the most boring couple of the season. It was kind of an anticlimactic wedding when Sal called it off. I felt like Sal was very mature about it. He stood up for himself. Mallory seems like she was still, open and into it. She says she would have said yes, but who knows? I don't think that they're together anymore. I really just don't think that is possible, but I really do appreciate them and I enjoyed watching their story. In regards to Ayanna and Jarrett, I mean, of course that they were going to say yes, considering the fact that they were the last wedding. So it really only made sense. We have one happy couple, 3 breakups, and then another happy couple. I know a lot of us want justice for Ayanna and didn't necessarily like the way Jarrett treated her throughout the season. I don't know. I feel like I am just kind of curious to see where Ayanna stands because I know she was spotted over the weekend in Las Vegas without her ring. So I don't know if they're still together, but I'm assuming that they are because he was in Vegas as well. And I mean, if they're happy, I think that they are a really hot couple, but I just don't know what the future holds for them if they're going to be able to last because it kind of felt like he was in and out and then she was in and out. So I'm not entirely sure. The whole cast of Love is Blind, or most of them, were in Vegas over the weekend. They were celebrating the opening of the Love is Blind Chapel, which was like a thing where couples could get married February 22nd to February 26th. I wish I was in Vegas. I would have tried to meet them and say hi to them because I'm so invested in this show and in this cast. But I did get some inside scoop from one of my followers. I thought that my follower who sent me this originally was in Vegas, but it turns out that she was in Chicago when she sent me this tea because there's like Chicago bars that some of my followers noticed in the comments. And this is what she told me. She said, Anna, Kyle, Sal, Deeps, Natalie, Mallory didn't get engaged. They were at Federals last night. These are my conclusions. So this is just a non-tip from a follower of mine. Take everything with a grain of salt. She says, Ayanna had no ring, question mark. The group hates Shake and they said he got a good edit and is worse in person. Mallory and Sal did not stand together at all and Sal was openly talking and flirting with fans, so pretty sure not even dating. Deeps and Kyle were touchy flirty before he left early. We were out before and saw Kyle pre-gaming at Federal at a different girl caressing his back, so if Deeps and him are back together, I will kill a bitch. Yeah, I mean, the word on the street is that Kyle and Deeps are together. As I mentioned, if he's flirting with other women, that's probably not the best look, but I also feel like sometimes that gets confused when you have fans that go up to you and, you know, are so, like, on top of you, and that's what happens when you're on a reality show, so, you know, sometimes you just want to be nice, so, I don't know. Okay, now on to the Love is Blind reunion spoilers. If you do not want to be spoiled, now would be the time to exit the video. Thank you guys so much for watching the recap. Some of those opinions that I had were just my opinions on the show and the speculation, but I just got some spoiler updates through DM, so I thought I would share a few of them with you guys before we close out this video. This is a last minute thing. I'm just hopping on back to record so I can put this in. So here are the spoilers for the Love is Blind reunion, which comes out on Friday. If some of these end up not being true, I'm pretty sure they're all true, but if some of them not, I'm sorry. But the spoilers for the Love is Blind reunion. Natalie and Shane are working on rekindling their relationship. So, I mean, I believe that because they were spotted for a drink, as I mentioned earlier in the video. Another spoiler I have is that Deepti and Kyle are confirmed to be together. Then we have the entire cast hates Shake, which we kind of already knew. We have Deepti and Sal are just really close friends. And apparently people on the cast are really jealous of Natalie because she got a good edit. And another major thing I have to share with you guys about Netflix, and I actually found this out a few months ago or a few weeks ago, but I never really said anything, but they're actually doing a Netflix reality show, a spin-off coming soon with people from Love is Blind, The Circle, and Too Hot to Handle. So I'm not sure what the concept of the show is going to be. I heard that there's going to actually be some TikTokers involved as well, so I'm not sure why I wasn't asked, but there's going to be some social media people and reality TV people. It's going to be some sort of competition dating show. Not entirely sure. When I do know, I will tell you. And some of the confirmed names for people that are going to be on the spin-off show is going to be Shake, Kyle, Trish. She was the one with 8,000 followers that she talked about. She got eliminated early on Love is Blind. Not sure who the other few people are there. I'll probably find out in the next couple of days, and then I will let you guys know on TikTok. But those are some Love is Blind reunion spoilers, and another spoiler about Netflix. I'm excited for this new reality show. Netflix reality shows are so good, and Selling Sunset's coming back next month, so I will be back to recap that as well. I love Netflix reality TV. I just do. Obviously, there is so much to go through, so I kind of want to just end this video now, and we're going to touch back We're gonna touch base in a few days when we get more information and more tea and see the reunion, but I want to hear what you guys think of all the couples. I wanted to hear who you guys think is with who. Give me your predictions for the reunion this Friday on Netflix, March 4th. I will be staying up and doing the live updates. I am so invested in Love is Blind, and I'm going to be capitalizing for my social media by talking about the show the rest of the week. So be sure to hit the subscribe button before you guys go. Zachary Reality on all platforms. Comment down below your thoughts, and I cannot wait to read them and hear what you guys think. Send me all your clues, send me all your Anon tips. We are going to get to the bottom of everything together. This has been such a fun little gossip sesh, so I love being your reality TV bestie, guys, because this is just so much fun for me as it is for you guys. And thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.